within the European Union in line with the theme EU Pathways to Excellence. During this session, the world of EU technology and innovation will be delved into with an emphasis on their impact on the future. Degree programs, research facilities, and the scholarships related to the technology and innovation, including digitalization and the green transition, will be on focus. The aim is to illuminate the EU's role as a center of technological advancement and academic excellence, particularly within its higher education system and mobility opportunities. As this journey with Tech Edge, your future, your way, is embarked upon, efforts will be made to enhance awareness and understanding of the EU's influence on technological future. This session will be divided into three parts. The first part will involve a discussion led by Ms. Katrine Brium Rosenbeck from Aarhus University, Denmark. The second part of the session will be spearheaded by Ms. Zuzana Strokova from VSB Technical University of Ostrava, Czech Republic. After the discussions, there will be a question and answer portion and a photo opportunity. For questions, they can be sent in the chat box and will be reviewed right after the discussions. Do not forget to indicate the speaker you wish to ask your question. In this session, a handful of etiquettes must be observed. First is to mute your microphone to minimize background noise and distractions. Second is to use professional language and behavior, especially in asking your questions. Third is to participate actively and engage with the content and discussion during the webinar. Last is to respect the presenter's time. Save your questions for the time rather than interrupting the presenter during their main presentation. So without further ado, please help me welcome our first presenter, Ms. Katrine Brium Rosenbeck from Aarhus University, Denmark. A round of virtual applause, please.
Thank you so much, Jules. Thanks for that introduction, and thanks so much for inviting me. Yeah, what a great intro. I can see a lot of hands clapping. So thank you so much for having me. I have a few minutes now to tell you a bit about Aarhus University. I prepared a presentation that I will run through. And as Jules said, you're very welcome to ask any questions. So I'm going to be focusing just on giving you a brief introduction to Aarhus University and to the country of Denmark, the city of Aarhus, which is quite far away from the Philippines. So I'm not sure if any of you know too much about Denmark. I can say I haven't been to the Philippines. I would love to, but unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity yet. So hopefully you can see my presentation now. So this is where I've included a map of Europe, and you can see where Denmark is located. So it's located kind of north of Germany, south of Sweden, Norway. So we're part of the Scandinavian countries or the Nordic countries. Denmark is a quite small country. Some of you might have heard about the capital of Copenhagen. From Copenhagen, it's about 3 hours to Aarhus. A quick drive or a quick flight or a quick train ride. Public transit in Denmark works really well. So it's easy to get around, even if you don't have a car. Denmark, I think those who know about Denmark will know that it's known as one of the most livable countries in the world. We have beautiful nature, as you can see, a lot of water, both lakes and a lot of ocean. I know you do have that in the Philippines as well, so we can't really compete with your beautiful beaches. But for a Nordic country, we do have a lot of beautiful nature. There's about 5.8 million people living in Denmark, and the capital, as mentioned, is Copenhagen. The cool thing about Denmark, when you come here as a student or for those who come here to research and to do work, is that pretty much everyone speaks English. Obviously, our native language is Danish. Everybody here will speak Danish, but almost everyone will speak English as well. So if you go to the supermarket or you're on the bus, like anyone around you will be able to speak English. That makes it really easy just to get around and get around the country. Denmark is also one of the safest countries in the world. Not a lot of crime or not a lot of corruption. There's also Denmark is also known as being one of the happiest countries in the world, and that probably has to do with being one of the safest countries in the world and also having such a low level of corruption. Denmark is also very green, and that's, I think, something that also impacts this university quite a lot, is that 80% of the energy we use in Denmark is from renewable resources. Yes. So quickly, what else is Denmark known for? You might have heard about the wind turbines from Vestas. You might, when you're a kid, have been playing with Legos. You might have been at a bar drinking a Carlsberg. So all of these are Danish products. If you watch the TV show Game of Thrones, you might remember Jaime Lannister. He's a Danish actor called Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. Yeah. So hopefully you'll either know one of the Danish products or a famous Danish person. So the university, Aarhus University, was founded close to 100 years ago now. It's a really or it's a big international university with almost 40,000 students, and 12% of these are international students. We have a total of more than 50 degree programs in English, and we are represented by 115 different nationalities. We are also one of the best universities in the world, according to several of the important rankings. You might know the Shanghai ranking, where we rank number 11 in Europe, or the QS ranking, where we rank number 31 in Europe. I'll just quickly mention a few of our most interesting science and technology programs. So here you can see the 6 engineering degrees that we offer. So everything from computer engineering to civil and architectural engineering. We also offer another 16 different programs in science and technology. So the most popular ones are computer science and bioinformatics. So very focused on data science. Data science and science studies are also quite popular. But yeah, so a lot of applications come to us for these programs. Just quickly also, I want to say a bit about the city of Aarhus. You can see a map here where you have the university, all the yellow buildings in the foreground, and our university park here in the middle. And then you have the ocean and the harbor and the city center here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but I'm kind of trying to point to where the city center is. Denmark, or Aarhus, is the second biggest city in Denmark, and it's the youngest city in Denmark measured by age. We have a lot of students here. So about 52,000 students live in the city in total. At the same time, we're one of the oldest cities in Denmark. We were actually founded by the Vikings back in the year 948. So you'll see lots of old, beautiful historic buildings in the city as well. The nice thing about, I think, coming to Denmark as an international student is that we do offer a lot of services for students. So obviously we have a lot of support and assistance during the whole application process, but also once students actually get here, we do have a lot of services. We help you with your visa, your residence permit. Also, when you arrive, we have a lot of cool social events, so we make sure that you actually start building a network here in Denmark when you arrive. One of the great things about Aarhus is that we also have a lot of affordable housing for students. This can be quite difficult in a lot of bigger European cities, but in Aarhus, we are lucky to have a lot of really great affordable student housing. What we also have, and we do have a lot of new and extra services specifically for science and technology students, where we have career advisors, we have various job fairs. There was one this weekend for student jobs. As an international student, you're allowed to work 20 hours per week. So there are a lot of great opportunities to work both while you study, but also obviously after you graduate. As an international student, you can stay in Denmark for 3 years after you graduate. And we really want you guys to stay. It's very important for Denmark that we also help our international students settle here after they graduate and find employment. Yes. A final encouragement before I think I spent all of my time, plus perhaps a bit more, is I really encourage you to connect with our international students. You can chat with them directly on our website. I also encourage you to sign up for our newsletter. This will keep you up to date on any events that we have, or send you some interesting information about the university. And then definitely follow us on Instagram, where every week we have a new student who takes over and shows you their student life. And just finally, we have an open day here. It's a virtual open day, so you can join from the Philippines quite easily. Virtual open day on November 1, where you can also meet current students and various staff from the degree programs will tell you in detail about each specific program, and the students will also tell you about, the programs and their experience studying here at O. Yeah, so I think I spent more than my time, so I'll stop sharing now.
So thank you, Ms. Catherine, for that very insightful introduction about your university. So since the second speaker has not yet joined the meeting, we can allot the time for the question and answer portion. So we can throw some questions to Ms. Catherine. We can ask more questions about their university and the level of science and technology they can offer. So does anyone want to throw the first question to Miss Catherine? So we have the first question from an anonymous participant. So, hi, Catherine. Does the university offer PhD programs?
Yes. I can see that our colleagues are here, but I'll just quickly answer this question. So we do offer PhD programs. There are a couple of different ways to go about it. So if you apply for a regular master's degree program, you can start your master's degree, and then after the first year, you can apply to basically transfer to a PhD program. And this is what a lot of students do, both local students and international students. So applying for a master's degree, starting your master's sometime during the first year, applying for a PhD, and then kind of transferring to the PhD. So that would be, I think, the most popular / easy, the most used option. Another option is to apply directly for the PhD program. And each of the 5 faculties at the university has a PhD school, and they have application rounds every year. So you would need to contact them and then apply. So this is different from country to country, but the way it works in Denmark is that you're actually employed as a PhD student. So you're not a student per se, you're more like staff, and you're actually paid a monthly wage to do a PhD. So it's quite different. Yeah, so PhD opportunities for all programs, I would recommend to apply for the master's program first, and then transfer, if you can, apply to transfer to the PhD. Yeah. I don't know, Jules, do you want to continue with the other university and then we can take questions after, or how do you prefer to continue?
Yes, ma'am. We can continue with the second university. So at this moment, let us now proceed to our next speakers. So both speakers work at the University International Office as recruitment specialists, focusing primarily on presenting and marketing VSV Technological University of Ostrava to potential students from all over the world. Please help me in welcoming Ms. Zuzana Strukova and Mr. Jakub Niemiec. A round of virtual applauses, please.
I'm not sure your sound is working at the moment.
Ma'am.
The mic on.
Now it's better, right?
Much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Good morning from Ostrava. I'm Jakub. Zuzana is here with me, and we will start briefly about our country, and we will move to our university. Our country is quite small. We have just 10 million.
Can I quickly interrupt? I don't know if you want to put it in slide mode, because we can see your presentation mode right now. Or we can see your slides and it's not in presentation mode.
We have it in presentation mode. Doesn't work?
Not yet.
Okay, probably I'm not able to. We can see it correctly here.
Do you have two screens? That might be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Still the same?
Yeah.
So probably we are not able to.
Yeah.
Because we can see it as a presentation here. I'm sorry.
And you know, it's totally fine. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We are quite a small country. We have just 10 million inhabitants, and our capital is the city of Prague. You probably know the Prague. Prague is one of the most famous cities in the world. And the city of Ostrava, where our university lies, is the third largest city in our country. And it is quite easy to get to our city. It is just 3 hours from Prague, 3 hours from Vienna. It is similar to Katowice or Bratislava. The Ostrava is famous for its past. It has a very famous industrial past with many old mine sites, and it's like really interesting to see these sites.
Our university, VSB Technical University of Ostrava, is actually quite old university. The history goes back more than 170 years. And we offer 7 faculties, and we also have we offer studies on bachelor's, master's, and PhD level. And there are around 80 study programs taught fully in English. We are fully certified, and the campus that we have is one of the largest campuses in Czech Republic. It's nearly 40 acres large. So most of the faculties are within walking distance from the dormitories, which we also have as part of the campus.
Where is our university very strong is international cooperation. We have partners all around the world, and once you, our new students, can get to our university, you can also use our international programs and go to travel to other countries for 1 semester or 2. It's very easy and the option is very large. Our university is also very popular for incoming students, and every year we welcome here approximately 600, so you don't need to be worried about that you will be alone from the other country, because our campus is very international.
So actually we have nearly 12,000 students altogether, and around 10% out of that are international students. Here you can see what we offer. We offer studies in technologies, engineering, and economics. As far as technologies are concerned, you can study here IT, nano, and environmental science, electrical engineering, safety engineering, civil engineering, mining and geology, materials engineering, and mechanical engineering. We also have Faculty of Economics, where we offer studies in finance and management. Here you can see the chronological schedule of our faculties. The oldest is Faculty of Mining and Geology, which is still quite unique in the Czech Republic, at least. Then there was Faculty of Materials Science and Technology, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Faculty of Civil Engineering, and the latest addition was Faculty of Safety Engineering.
Here you can see some of our courses that or programs we offer. It's like really a big amount of them. So I think that everyone can choose one. Our tuition fees are quite compatible with other universities. For 1 semester, you will pay 5,000 Czech crowns. It is approximately 50, sorry. It is approximately 2,000 euros. This is for bachelor's and master's programs. For doctoral programs, it's only 20 euros per semester.
But we also offer several scholarships. One of them is full degree scholarship. This is offered to students who study during their first year here, and they actually get it. They get it paid based on their on the way they study. So if they get enough credits and they have the necessary requirements for the scholarship, they can get it up to. They can get up to 1/3, at least 1/3 of the first year tuition fee can be paid back to them. But as I said, it's really necessary to apply for it and submit all the necessary documents, plus have the actual study results accordingly. At the beginning of each semester, we offer intensive English courses to our students, which is for them to socialize, to meet new friends, and to brush up on their English.
Our university is super strong in offering services for incoming students and staff. For this reason, we have like special guys or special part of department and they providing help with visa and residence issue, immigration duties, insurance, accommodation, banking, work permissions, etc.
As I mentioned before, campus is one of the largest, at least in the Czech Republic. It's really big, and it's within walking distance from dormitories to most of our faculties. It's barrier-free. There are also several snack bars, student clubs. Part of the campus is also planetarium, which is a part of our university. We have kindergarten here, and there are many events. We actually make use of the campus for cultural events also and sports events.
Also our Erasmus student network. These guys are very active and they organize many events for incoming students, and as well they help them to accommodate in Ostrava. they offer a buddy program for them.
There are many trips they do during studies here. So you can at the weekends you can go to visit different castles, go to Poland, Prague, and western part of Bohemia. They do some, they go to breweries to check out the beer, because Czech Republic is really famous for its beer.
Yeah.
So these are the contacts here. If you are interested, you can contact us at either university@vsb.cz or study@vsb.cz, or you can look at our website www.vsb.cz, where we offer where you can see our offer of study programs in English.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for your attention. You can ask us any questions that you may have.
Thank you, Ms. Rokova and Sir Niemek, for that very informative discussion about your university. So in this part of the session, we will now be entertaining a few questions from our participants. So first, let's start with the second question. Hello, Ma'am Catherine. Does your university offer scholarships for international students? So this question is for Ms. Catherine.
Yes. Yeah, I'm happy to let you know that we do have quite a few scholarships. So for all students who apply, all international students who apply from the Philippines and any other non-EU country, you're actually automatically applying for the scholarship, a so-called Danish state scholarship. The scholarship is a tuition fee waiver, so you don't need to pay any tuition fees at all. And then for some programs, these are not the science and tech programs, but business programs, the programs at the Faculty of Arts, those programs you actually also get a living stipend, the way it works right now. Yeah, so just apply and you are automatically applying for a scholarship, and the scholarships are generally allocated to the students with the best GPA, so they're academic merit scholarships.
So thank you, Ms. Catherine. So for our next question, for this is for Ms. Chokova and Mr. Niemek. Do you offer non-science scholarship courses that are more inclined towards media and the arts? Again, do you, Ms. Chokova?
Sorry, we don't actually, I'm not sure if I understood correctly. We don't actually have any media study programs. We are mostly focused on engineering and technology study programs. We do have economic study programs, but we don't have any type of media or anything like that.
But in general, we offer scholarship for all programs.
That we offer.
Yeah.
So next question, I think this is for both the speakers. Do you have scholarships for international master students?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, Miss Catherine can go first.
Oh, yeah. So it's exactly the same. So if you apply for admission, you automatically apply for a scholarship for all of our programs.
It's the same here. Yeah. So basically, we have the 4-degree scholarship offered to all students, bachelors and masters, who study in their first year of studies here.
So thank you, ma'am, for that answer. Next question is for VSB. Does VSB also offer scholarship for international students, specifically for the sciences and engineering?
Yes. That's the 4-degree scholarship I mentioned, and it's for students who enroll into bachelor studies as well as master studies, but it's only during the first year. So basically, the student needs to have his own financial means in order to be able to pay for the first year of tuition fee, and then during the first year, he or she will get reimbursed up to I would say 2/3 of the first year scholarship. based on his or her study results, basically. But they still need to have their own financial means in order to be able to pay, at least for the first year, themselves.
So next question is for VSB. Is there any sites that we can visit so that we can apply to your university or learn more about the courses that's being offered in your school?
Yes, there's the site which I mentioned. It's we can actually type it perhaps in the question and answers. It's vsb.cz/n English, if you want the English version, of course. And there you can see degree studies that all the degrees study programs that we offer in English. So www.vsb.cz. My colleague just typed it there. So you can perhaps see it. There are also frequently asked questions as part of the website, and most of the questions are answered there.
Our application period has been already open, so you can apply for our
academic year
2025.
So for the last question, good afternoon. If we wanted to apply for the program we want, do we need to provide IELTS score or any similar English proficiency test? If it is needed, what is the minimum score allowed? So this is for the both speakers.
In general, we want our students be
B1. It's the minimum level is B1. It can be IELTS, can be TOEFL, but it can be actually any official English language certificate. But the minimum level is B1.
Yeah, for Aarhus University, I guess it's similar. You'll need a TOEFL or an IELTS or a Cambridge test, and the TOEFL score would be 83, and then the IELTS score would be 6.5. So I just inserted a link here in the chat as well, where you can see the required scores.
So thank you, speakers, for answering the questions from our participants. So given that we don't have much time left, may I request everyone to open your cameras for a photo opportunity. So maybe so 1, 2, 3, smile. So thank you for everyone for joining our session today. So technology and innovation are shaping our future, and the European Union leads the way with cutting-edge programs, research facilities, and scholarships. So we encourage you to explore these opportunities and collaborate for a brighter tomorrow. If you have questions or want more information, please reach out. Especially, you can visit the links of the two universities. Your curiosity and engagement are vital to our journey towards excellence in higher education. So thank you for being part of this session, and we look forward to further interactions. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Thank you. Bye-bye.